welcome back to today's channel, or our channel today. We were talking about, or we wanted to have a conversation around clarifying shampoos and the importance of clarifying shampoos.
Yes.
Here at iCandy, we in her beauty bar.
Yes.
And we wanted to just share our professional opinion.
Yes.
About what the importance is and how to use it.
And when to clarify, and when you don't necessarily have to clarify, but
and we'll highlight what we do as far as services, so you'll understand why we may have a difference in how we use clarifying. So you can take the lead.
So basically, I like to do a lot of natural hair, and so with natural hair, we have to put a lot of product in. Whatever works for you, it's not the same for everyone. But being that you have to put a lot of product in your hair, it is imperative that you use a clarifying shampoo to strip all of that product out. Okay, you don't always have to. It just depends on how much product. But when it becomes a buildup and you start seeing a film on your hair or something like that, it's
waxy.
time to waxy, gunky, it's time to clarify. And then with natural hair, because natural hair is so dry, I like to follow with the moisturizing shampoo. And then of course, depends on the texture of the hair, moisturizing conditioner, or whatever else to follow.
How many shampoos do you typically do?
It depends. I do at least 2. It depends on
what's going on, the condition of the hair.
Absolutely. That I'll do 3. And I don't like dry scalp. If I shampoo and I still see that, I'm going to say I have to do another shampoo.
Depends.
I don't just do 2 shampoos and that's it. If I do 2 shampoos and your scalp is still not all the way clean, I will do another shampoo.
So for me, clarifying shampoo is paramount to survival. On not, like she said, natural hair, because you typically are using more products. So you definitely have to get that product off in order to get the benefit of a new product. I do a standard of 3 shampoos for every client because most times my clients have other issues within their scalp. So I do a clarifying to clear the hair off first, and that's for the hair and the scalp. I use a second shampoo for just the scalp. They have shampoos that are just supposed to be applied to the scalp, and clients are, maybe you are using it on your hair and you're finding your hair to be extremely dry. That's because you're using a shampoo for the scalp on the hair. Right. And then I use the third shampoo as a moisturizing shampoo that I apply just to the hair. Sometimes when the scalp is inflamed and you add a moisture to it, you are causing more problems. Like you're going to have to do something else about it. And I get so passionate about cleaning
the scalp.
The scalp.
Treating the scalp.
Because it's skin. You understand? And our skin has so many living things on it all the time, and we have to clean it off. And I always be, how I explain it is that the scalp is the skin of the face, of the head, of the neck, and the body. It's all connected. So when people disassociate the scalp from the face, I'm just like, you would wash your face though, but you wouldn't think to
your scalp.
Nothing to your scalp. Nothing to your scalp. So you don't always have to lube the scalp. You want to use natural oils on the scalp so that they can absorb into the follicle, and then it'll be okay for the body. And the body, if you're not allergic to it, it won't expel it through dandruff. You understand? So the clarifying shampoo, before you use any new product, you definitely want to go in with the clarifying shampoo, and you want to work it into that hair. You might even have to let it sit, and that's when it becomes to be more of a detox than just a basic shampoo.
Let it sit 5-10 minutes.
Listen, me, I love like-minded. me, I love it.
Because that scalp can sour and it can smell
horrible.
Ooh.
And then this is the thing, if you really want to reach optimal growth, it starts at the scalp.
That's where the hair comes in.
So if it comes in a dirty environment, it will come in weak and broken. So over time, as that hair grows out, it will grow out weak and broken. Then you would enter into that, I have a breaking point. And I don't believe in breaking points. I know for a fact that hair does not have a breaking point. You have a cycle. You understand? So you have to break the cycle. So if you are new to hair care, we are here to enlighten you.
It starts with hair care. You know, if your hair is not, you want this style and your hair isn't healthy enough to get that. If you want color and your hair is not healthy enough to get that,
have to qualify.
if you want to updo with hard hairspray and this and that, shouldn't be recommended. You know, because my number one goal for you is to get that hair healthy. You know, and I tell my clients all the time, I say, look, you know, to train your hair, to get your hair on the right path, I need to see you every 2 weeks for 2 months. And I guaranteed all you have to do is show up. I got the rest. And I guarantee you'll see a difference. Sooner than 2 months. But
for consistency's sake, you have to come in.
Even if you want braids, let me, you know, before you get braids, I need to see you every other week for 2 months. That means I'll be trimming your ends.
Oh Lord, she's not talking about the trim.
You know, just making sure your hair is in a good state.
I need my church fan.
What's wrong? You have to keep those ends
because
clipped.
Oh my
Because I always tell my clients, nothing can grow on top of something that's dead.
Listen, it's called a weed.
Clip your ends.
Weeds and grass don't thrive in the same environment, Shotty. I'm just saying.
Shotty.
If you have, did, because the whole thing about it is, what you want wants you, and you can have it. If you want luxurious hair, you too can have luxurious hair. We both have a head full of hair. We both have done different things to our hair, but we both know hair care.
Absolutely.
And that's why we still have hair on our heads. I'm not being funny, I'm being honest. Medically, we could have things going on in our body, and then we would have to deal with that. But we're talking about hair care standard without there being an issue in the body. Sometimes the body does respond and react, and hair does come out from the root, and you will notice the white tip if that's the case, and you will notice thinning in a particular area. That's a whole nother story time. But we're talking about cleaning your hair, your scalp.
Yes, make that a priority.
And and from there, you will go into a different phase of understanding your hair, because YouTube can teach you a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie, they can show you a lot of things. They ain't teaching you nothing, but they can show you a lot of things.
They're not teaching you the root of hair care,
because
it's
a 9 times
out
of
styling 10 on YouTube.
They're showing you what works for them. That's one person, and that's through trial and error of their own hair. This hair typing, how you feel about hair typing?
I don't go by that. You know, the 4C.
I told you.
The 4C.
We're gonna come out with F.
That's just to help the seller identify.
It's a way to keep you boxed in as a person of color or any ethnic black background, and to keep you boxed in and to keep you believing the hype that you aren't enough.
There's a lot of hype out here.
It's almost like you're not enough, because if I can't put you in the box, then you don't equate to anything. I don't know where to place you. You are a divine being. You know what I mean? Nobody else in the world is like you, so how can you label that?
Oh, right. Exactly.
I'm just so confused and alarmed by that belief.
Especially when you don't have that hair type.
You don't have it. Nobody is a 3B throughout their whole entire head.
Right.
No one is a 3B throughout their whole entire head. That's just ridiculous. And I get agitated because a client will come in and show me this picture of this girl with this hair tight, and they'll tell me they want their hair like that. And I tell them, baby, I don't do that. I don't do a picture and you tell them you want that, because you're not gonna get that, because you are not her. Now, what I can teach you is to change your thinking on yourself and build from there. You can grow from there. But I can't show you. You can't show me a picture and say you want this, and you're gonna achieve that look in my seat.
Everybody doesn't have the hair texture. The hair is not healthy enough.
It's not healthy enough. It ain't clean.
I mean,
it don't be clean.
And we're not the hairstylist. So, you know, like I had one client one time. She said, I want this hairstyle. She was looking in the book, y'all. She actually had the book like this as I'm styling it. You know, like looking at the style in the book and looking at to seeing what I'm doing. I said, look.
Oh.
Yeah, I said, let me just tell you this.
She was comparing.
I said,
she was comparing.
I said.